What's up? It's your boy Reemus, and welcome to the ChampSet podcast, the podcast for champions. Today, we're going to be talking about the one thing that can actually stop you from believing in yourself. And this is crucial because believing in yourself is what's going to enable you to do the things that help you to progress in boxing. So, a lot of fighters come from poverty stricken backgrounds, which is, we all know that. Um, they say that poverty breeds pugilists. And it's true because what happens is when someone is starving, literally when they're hungry, it helps them to be urgent. It helps them to say, no, it pushes them to actually say, no, I need to change my circumstance. And they don't want to go back to where they're from. But here's one problem that happens to a large amount of people who are from areas like that, who are from poverty stricken areas and backgrounds. They suffer from a lack of belief because the environment around them tells them that they are that person that should stay there and that they are the person that is not worth being a champion, being great, being successful, being rich, being wealthy, being up there, shaking hands with the greatest people on the planet, shaking hands with the most powerful people on the planet, being amongst that company. So what happens is, if you're born into a place where, let's say you're born into an estate or an apartment, right? A apartment building, right? And it doesn't look nice. They don't take care of it. The windows are broken, the painting is chipped, the floor, the carpet's coming off. For some people, they might go in certain places and they see, drugged out people, alcoholics, or, for example, you know, they go downstairs, the rubbish hasn't been taken out, and they're from that place. They've grown up in that place. What happens is they attach their sense of self to that place. But that place isn't worth much. That place doesn't value itself because a place that values itself would never look like that. And then they're conscious, that same person is conscious of the fact that in other places, in other areas, people do not live like that. People don't live like that. There are some apartments, even like where I'm from, there's apartments that are terrible. And then at the end of that same road, there might be a new apartment, so it looks nice. But I'm from London, so you go to the other side of London, and there are nice places, big places, mansions, apartments. You can see that. And then what that tells you is that those people are worth the finer things in life. When you see that, you see that and you say, well, I'm worth the shitty part of my area. I'm worth the shitty company. I'm worth the people that don't have much ambition. They don't believe they're great, but the other people are entitled to greatness because they will believe that the other people who grow up in the nicer place will believe that they are great, or at least should be greater than you, because everything around them tells them, hey, you're worth this, you're worth success, you're worth the highest quality. That's why when you're eating the highest quality food, you're living in the highest quality place, people are reacting to you, responding to you according to to high class. Guess what? Now you're gonna believe you're high class, and it's easy for you to feel like you're entitled to the best things in life. So this is talking to the people who need an understanding of environmental affirmations. Your affirmations are what you tell yourself on a daily basis. But environmental affirmations are what the environment tells you about yourself. So if you want to change who you are, if you want to be this great character, if you want to be a champion, which this podcast is for, ChampSet is being and believing and knowing that you're going to be a champion. That's ChampSet. If that's what you want to do, you need to separate yourself from an environment that is telling you that you can't be a champion. And it might be the case that it might be it might be that you let me rephrase that. It might be that you might not be able to actually move out. You might, like, I recommend to people, hey, if you're in this environment and it's not doing you good, move to another one. But some people might not have the capability to do that just yet. They might not be able to do that straight away. But you can do it mentally. You might not be able to do it physically, but you can do it mentally. You can separate yourself from thinking, hey, I'm worth the shitty chipped walls that I'm walking past every day. I'm worth the fact that everyone around me here is broke and has no money and doesn't believe in success. In fact, they believe success is evil. You have to separate yourself from that. And then once you do that, you envision yourself as someone who is worth the highest quality things in life. And then when you train in the gym, what happens is you're training with that same sense of quality. So you train in a high quality manner. You train like the person who thinks he's great. That's what happens. You train intensely because you know this is gonna make everything right. If you believe that you're worth the highest quality and you're in a low quality environment or getting low quality success, you're going to work to make it right. It's not even like, oh, you're working to change. You're working to make things right. You're working to fix what's wrong. I think if you have the desire to be a champion, you deserve it. But that doesn't earn it. Work does. So I think you should tell yourself, this is what I recommend from Reemus. I think you should say, I can be great. I'm not worth the environment telling me that I'm not. So when you go into the gym, work your ass off and see it as a crime. It's a crime if you come back and you ain't aching because you put in work. Doesn't maybe you don't have to work yourself to death. You don't have to work yourself to, that you have to balance it out. Don't injure yourself. That's the main point. That's what happened to me. I injured myself because I pushed it too far. Now with a chest injury that I'm struggling to get back from. So don't be stupid like me. Don't be egotistic. But know that you can be greater than what you currently are and work towards it. And don't ever fucking stop until you get it. Anyway, that's all we're gonna talk about today. These are I'm talking about environmental affirmations in the book Automatic Ambition that's coming out at the end of November. Should be November the 27th. If you get it before, you're gonna get a discount. If you pre-order it or order it in a day, you're gonna get a discount. Anyway, stay focused. Let's get ChampSet.